What is going on, guys? Nonstop here, and got my first Black Ops 2 commentary for you guys. And this is probably my best Black Ops 2 gameplay, whatever that I got yesterday. I believe I go 76 and 10. Not the best score by any means, but I was using pretty low kill streaks, I think, in comparison to what other people are using, like when they get really high kill games. I believe I was using the Hellstorm missile, the Lightning Strike, and the Blackbird, or the Orbital VSAT, whichever one you want to call it. But yeah, so pretty low kill streaks. But I found that this is like a really good setup for, I guess, leveling up really fast. Either whatever, the Hellfire Missile, Lightning Strike, and VSAT, or switch the VSAT with the UAV or counter UAV or whichever one you want, and that's also really good for just cycling through your kill streaks and just, I guess, getting a lot of scores per minute and whatnot. But yeah, and also I'm not using the higher ones because I haven't unlocked. I think when I played this game, I hadn't unlocked whatever dogs or what is it, the swarm or anything like that. I think I just unlocked the attack dogs last night, like right before I got off, or I was forced off, I guess you could say. But I'll get into that later. But anyway, so I'm not level 55 yet. I think I'm like level 51. I didn't get the game earlier or anything, and I actually didn't get the game at midnight, and that kind of leads me into one of the topics I wanted to cover in this game. And yeah, so I didn't get the game at midnight. I know what you're thinking. What are you? Some scrub? Who doesn't get the newest Call of Duty at midnight? And hear me out. I did plan on getting the game at midnight. I had like everything like just set up like beforehand. I had like couple waters like set out for me, like a bunch of fruit to eat while I was playing, some nuts, just to like play like from midnight to like my first class in the morning. And that's what I had planned on doing. I'd gotten all my homework done, everything, and I went to the local game store I think a few days earlier and pre-ordered the game. And this is like they're pretty small game store, but I made sure to ask like beforehand if they're having a midnight release, and they told me that they probably would. And this is the same store I ordered Modern Warfare 3 from last year, and I remembered they said they probably would have whatever Modern Warfare 3 midnight release, and they ended up having that. And so I just assumed that that's probably what they say to everyone and that they were going to have it. But that ended up not being the case. I ended up I think I ended up going for a jog, and like on the way I took a path on the way like that was by the game store so I could go and pick up the game. And as I'm getting close to there, I noticed that there's like no lights on and the store ends up being closed. And so I was like, "Oh no, what is this?" And so I tried to open the door a couple times, and so I just finally realized that the store was closed. But I think that was like around 11:55. But I held out hope. I was like hoping that maybe someone would drive up and just hand me my copy or something. And so I ended up staying there for like another 20 minutes, just like walking around the store, trying to, like, I was like looking for cars to pass, and like every time a car would pass, I'd be like, "Oh, is that them? Is that them?" And of course, it never ended up being them. So I didn't get the game early. I don't say I was mad or anything. I was kind of a little bit disappointed because I planned on playing the game right at midnight, and I was kind of looking forward to that. But I'm actually kind of happy I didn't play the game from midnight to my classes in the morning, because the PS3 version of this game, for those of you that don't know, that's kind of leading me into the next topic, is pretty bad. It has some pretty bad issues that I think they need to fix before I can like really give a real good assessment on how I feel about the game. But yeah, so let me just get into those real quick, because I think I have to talk about those because they're kind of annoying. They're frustrating me yesterday when I was playing. But the first one that I think is pretty bad is the lag in the game. For whatever reason, I feel like I'm playing on like 400 millisecond lag in the majority of all the games I join into. Maybe not this one, for instance, but this was like maybe one of like 10 games that I joined where I felt like I had a like pretty decent connection. I don't know what the deal is with that. I think it has to do with the fact that they're probably just throwing people into lobbies right now. They're not really doing any real good like matchmaking based on like your ping and what location you're in. And the reason I say that is because before every game, you have like the countdown before the game starts, and pretty much every game I join in like right as the countdown is like at 1 or 2 or 3. So right as the game's about to I finally connect. So that just leads me to believe that it's taken me a really long time to connect to whoever the host is, because in past Call of Duties, generally I'll connect at like 10 seconds or something, or 12 seconds, something along the lines where it's really quite fast. But yeah, so that's probably the first thing. That's probably the main thing that I wish would be adjusted or fixed. And then probably the next major thing that I would like to see fixed is the after every game you play in the lobby, like when you go back to the lobby screen and it whatever does its countdown to the next game, you get to vote and everything. The game wants to, even if the lobby is full, it wants to search for more players to balance the teams out. And so even if there's 18 players in the game, it'll just start saying, okay, we need to searching for more players to balance teams out. And it does this after every game, and it generally takes like, I think 3 to 4 minutes for the game to finally start, because when the game finally starts, it migrates the host, and then that for whatever reason seems to fix the issue where it doesn't want to search to balance, like try to balance the teams out anymore. So yeah, that's kind of annoying because it just ends up pretty much you like sit in like the game lobby screen longer than you're playing the game, it seems like, for most of the time, and that can be a little bit frustrating for me. And then I think the next two things are kind of more technical issues with the game that I wish would be fixed. I don't know if these are the most crucial things, but one of them is the game freezing. That one can be a little bit frustrating. I think I had my game freeze like 7 times or so. I think a couple times like while I was actually in the game, and then a couple times when I was actually in the lobby screen. So yeah, I think those are annoying. I remember I had that same issue with the original Black Ops. I think these are some of like the same issues that were actually in Black Ops 1 that happened to the PS3. If you guys don't remember, the PS3 was actually the PS3 version of the original Black Ops was pretty bad as well. So I guess this is kind of like history repeating itself for whatever reason. But yeah, that was the gameplay, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know I didn't really talk about anything like tips or anything, but I was just kind of giving you guys the gist of what's been happening with me. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.